Guys, before you give up on women, watch this. I know there's a lot of men out there who are pissed at women, who are angry at women, who maybe just got out of a horrible relationship or divorce, or a woman ghosted them. And I get it. It's horrible, guys. I've been in relationships that I thought were going to last until the end of time. I thought that all the stars were aligned. I really did. And guess what? They didn't work out. They ended in a dumpster fire. Okay? I'm here to tell you guys, I understand where you are. It hurts. It sucks. You can be angry for a long time, years even. It is very difficult. And I'm not here to tell you stop being angry, because every man has got to go through this. Every man's got to understand what it's all about. But I'm seeing a lot of guys who are saying that they're done with women, that they're done. They don't want anything to do with them. And I just want to make you guys this video. If you're going to watch anything, please watch this and understand that I want you guys to think about this from a different angle before you just swear off women completely, okay? And if you disagree with me, let me know. I'm always here to talk. I'm always here to disagree. But let's jump in. Guys, women can be very vicious. Women can rip your heart out. It seems like at a moment's notice, or sometimes not even that, right? Your entire world can be ripped out from underneath you. Everything you thought was true, everything you thought was real, was destroyed. And guys, this can come in many different forms, right? I've been in a lot of different types of relationships, different types of women. It comes in all different forms, right? It sucks. It really does suck. Because usually the relationships that you were the most dedicated to, the most involved in, are the ones that you get the most hurt from. Because what happens, the pain, you don't even think it would be possible. Because when you're in that relationship, it seems like everything is going perfect. Everything is going according to plan. Nothing's going to change, right? Your whole world, everything's one way. She's saying this, she's doing this, it appears everything's fine, and that's it. Guys, I'm here to tell you, though, that sometimes that's just not how it is, because women, people, we can change our mind at any point in time. And men are just we are more wired to be more loyal, right? Women are being told a lot of different things these days. It's been happening for decades. Women are being told from every angle to just do what you feel like doing. If he's a jerk, leave him. If he doesn't respect you, leave him. And this comes in so many different shades, it's hard to keep up with. But basically, if she doesn't feel like it, she can leave you, right? This is why a lot of women who leave a man will eventually come back, because they make a decision based on a feeling, and then they end up feeling bad or worse that they left the guy down the road and want to come back. Or they see that you're getting better, or that you've become more attractive, and so they want to be in your life again. They want to be part of that again, right? And I'm going to talk about a couple things. It might be upsetting to some guys out there, but hey, that's tough love, right? So here's the deal, guys. A lot of us have to remember that as men, we are wired to want to achieve something. We want to get something. We want to climb the mountain. We want to be at the top of the leaderboard. We want to be the best. We want to achieve something. And once we achieve it, as men, it's very easy for us to just kind of take a step back and just stop trying so hard. And this is what happens with a lot of men. I'm guilty of this. We get to a point where we're happy and content with ourselves. We're doing what we want to do in life. And then this girl comes along, right? Or girls, right? And maybe you settle down with this one girl. You start dating her. You fall in love with her, right? Everything's great. You can see a future with her. Everything's amazing. But then you slack off, right? You start, to just take it a little bit easier. You stop going out, spending time with your friends. You stop investing into your looks, into taking care of yourself. Maybe you stop going to the gym as much. Maybe you just kind of take a step back, right? Most of your nights are now you're cuddling with your girlfriend, whatever, on the couch, watching Netflix. And this is what happens, guys. We become complacent. We get somewhere, and then we just kind of we put our foot on the brake, and we're like, okay, I'm done. I got it. Good. And sadly, this is one of the biggest reasons that women lose attraction. Guys, it's sad, but it's true. A lot of women will lose attraction for you, just like if you were to get with a girl and all of a sudden she stops caring about her looks, she stops caring about taking care of herself, being feminine. A lot of you guys are going to go, ugh, I don't really know about this, right? Yet there's going to be some guys watching this going, well, it doesn't matter. If I'm with someone and they're attractive, I'm going to love them no matter what. And guys, that's the other side of this. That's so dangerous. Loving a woman is extremely dangerous, and I understand why you want to swear them off. I understand why you don't want to do anything with them anymore, because love blinds a man. It can blind a man. This is why a lot of men turn into players. At one point in time in my life, I'm not proud to say this, but basically I was hurt a couple times, and one day I was just like, you know what? It's all about me. I don't care about them. I don't care. It's all about me. I'm going to get what I want. And guys, that's a sad path to go down, because it leaves you jaded. You realize that you've hurt other people, and other people have souls and hearts and feelings too, right? But love blinds a man. It will blind him. It will make him go insane. And the sad thing about this is, as men, we don't know what love is anymore. We don't know what emotions are. We don't know what it means to be a man anymore. And this is why I make a lot of these videos on this channel. Talk about a lot of different things. And I want you guys to know that I've been there. I'm making these videos because I understand. Love blinds a man to a point where he will start to put up with anything. And so when there's men out there who say, oh, well, I'll love her no matter what. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You probably shouldn't. A lot of men don't know what boundaries are. A lot of men do not know what true respect is. They will let a woman, little by little, piece by piece, cut them down, disrespect them, stop doing what she used to do. But as soon as something little slips up in your life as a man, you feel guilty for it. You let other people make you feel guilty for it. And in some ways, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you stop trying so hard. Maybe you stop being a man. But let's be real here. If you're putting up with everything that your woman does or a girl does, you are enabling her. If she stops being the woman that you got with, that's on you, man. You have to be able to be the man that says, this is what I'm looking for. And a lot of men skip over this. They're afraid of telling a woman what they want. You don't have to tell her, you're going to do this. This is what I want from you. You don't have to do it that way. But you can be very, very direct and say, look, especially if she's pushing for getting with you, getting into a relationship and things like that. Tell her, look, this is what I'm looking for. This type of woman. You spell out this type of woman. And guys, guess what? If she starts to deviate from that, you can lovingly tell her, hey, look, we agreed upon this. We had talked about this. This is what I'm looking for. It seems like you're not really, going, for this anymore. What's going on? You can talk about it, right? A lot of guys don't want to talk. They want to brush it off. They're like, oh, it's no big deal, right? And then it turns into a mountain. You brush all this stuff off, and eventually there's a mountain in front of you that you can't deal with anymore. Or a lot of men, they want to spin it up. They want to make it super dramatic and then make their woman super paranoid and think that they have power in that manipulation, that they have some sort of leg up over her, right? And it's sort of this tyrannical life. And this is what a lot of men will default to, is they'll end up being very tyrannical. Men who at least think that they have some sort of backbone, men that aren't pushovers, right? You got to be careful with these extremes. No extreme is going to be the good way to go. So what do? Guys, I've said this before. Other people have said this, but I'm going to be straight up with you. The same thing I'm doing in this video is the same thing that you have to do with yourself. You have to look yourself in the mirror. You have to figure out what it is that you want. A lot of men don't want to swear off women. It's not that you want to swear off a woman. If the perfect woman in your life came along, why wouldn't you want to date her? Why wouldn't you want to get to know her? Because guess what, guys? A good woman is going to be able to multiply the goodness in your life. I know it's hard to believe, all women are bad and all this crap out there, right? But good women do exist. There are women out there who will see you for who you are as a man and want to multiply the things in your life. But I'm going to be real with you for a second, guys. You got to get your shit together. Stop focusing so much on women are this and women are that and women. Guys, get your shit together. Because when you start getting your shit together and you know who you are as a man and what you want, what you're willing to put up with, what your values are, what you desire in a woman, you are going to attract that. Here's what's going to happen if you don't. You're going to be that guy who always wonders why he gets with the wrong women, why he's always being manipulated, why things are always never as they seem, because he never figured his own stuff out. You see, we attract what we are. If you have deep-rooted insecurities, if you have things about you, inside of you, trauma, broken relationships, a broken heart that you have not gotten over yet, do you really think some woman that comes into your life is going to fix that for you? Are you looking for a mom? Think about this, guys. Let's get really real for a second, because I don't want you to swear off women. There's great women out there who will add to your life, who will bend over backwards for you, who will cook for you, clean for you, who want to have your kids, who want to be a good wife, who want to be a good mother for your kids, right? There are women out there who want to be this, just like there's a lot of men out there who want to do this. But let's be real. A lot of men say one thing, but they don't do what they say. A lot of men know how to talk big. A lot of men know how to put on false bravado. They think there's something in their own head. But when it comes down to it, when rubber meets the road, what are you actually doing? What are you actually bringing to the table? What are you actually able to provide? What are you actually able to do? This is why a lot of women, I'm just going to spin off for a second here. This is why a lot of women, they will get with guys who are, broke, who seem like they're losers and all this stuff, because their level of confidence is so high that these women believe these men because they're so sure of themselves. They've never been around a man who's so sure of themselves. He might be full of crap. He might be full of BS, but he's so confident in himself that women will believe him. But there's a lot of guys out there who think that by falling on their sword, by trying to do the right thing all the time, by trying to be nice, and what nice is for a lot of men is really a doormat, is really just rolling over, letting people do what you want because you're not confrontational, because you can't say no, right? Women don't want to be with that kind of man. Women want to be with a man who knows what he wants, who isn't afraid to tell people off, right? You have to be able to do this. It's a fine line, right? You don't want to be so combative that, everyone is like, damn, there's that asshole again. But you got to be real. You have to be real. Guys, once you figure out what it is you want in life and you go for that, you are going to attract better quality women. I hate using that term, but a lot of us don't understand things unless we use this kind of terminology. Better quality women are women who are going to be loyal, who are going to be virtuous, who are going to have integrity, who are going to want to be a mother. I think this is a great thing. The world is telling you that it's, everybody should do their own thing and can just do what they want. Guys, I've never seen a happier family. I've never seen a happier man or woman. There's two types, right? If you're the type of man or woman who doesn't have any sort of desire to be with anybody else, like actually no desire at all to be with anybody else, and they're content with who they are and being single, and they can devote their life to the Lord, to God, to helping other people, that's incredible, right? The other type of person is the person who knows that they want to be with someone. They want to have a family. They want to have a legacy. They want to raise children in the fear of the Lord, right? That's what I believe, in the fear of God, who want to have God-fearing families, who realize the importance of raising sons who are strong, who are masculine, who want to do the right thing for other people, protect other people, who want to raise daughters who are virtuous, who are feminine, who want to help those, lift up those around them in society, right? Care for them, nurture them. This is where I see the most happiness in life. And if you're being honest, guys, if you look around, this is where you're going to find it as well. You'll never find love on earth greater than besides Jesus's love for you, you're never going to find greater love between people than in a family. That could be a church family who really understands what that looks like, brothers and sisters. That could also be in just a family, mother, husband, father, children. You're not going to find this anywhere else, because it gives purpose, right? It's our God-given drive. It's our purpose. It's in us. Men want to protect and provide. They do this best when they're with a good woman. And then when they have kids, it just goes further into that. Women do this also. Women have bought into this lie on earth about how they cannot be with a man who wants to have kids because it's going to ruin her life. It's going to cut her life short. And yet you're having a lot of women get into their 40s, later 40s, right? 50s. I understand miracles can happen, but let's be real here. Later 40s, 50s, things like that, going, oh my gosh, I really, 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 really wish I had children. And there's something in them. It says even in Proverbs, the barren womb is one of the most sad things, right? Women want to have children. If you can't have children, you can always adopt, right? But it's in our nature, right? It's in our human nature. And a lot of men, I'm seeing, this men go their own way movement. It's been around for a while. I'm seeing this like ultra, black pill, sort of incel movement. And a lot of it is just because of anger. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I've been there, I understand, but you have to forgive. Eventually you have to forgive. You got to realize that some people just have their own stuff that they have never dealt with, and you got to move on. You also got to be real with yourself and go, you know what? Maybe I did, this and that, and it was right, but I could have been better here and here. This is a learning experience. I can grow from this. I can move on from this. I can be better. Take life one day at a time, guys. You can't live in your past. You can't change it, right? You can hope the best for them. You can pray for them. You can, it does happen. Some people do genuinely change and it works out in the end. That's awesome. But a lot of times it doesn't. And so before you just swear off everybody around you and become bitter with the world and just, want to go lone wolf on everybody, realize that it takes two. And as a man, you are born to be a leader. I don't care what anybody else says. You are born to be a leader. There is something inside of us, every single one of us as a man. We want to lead. We want to protect. We want to provide. We want to be good at something. We want others to look up to us, not in a narcissistic way, but in a proud, in a healthy way, in a way that other people can appreciate, that we can give to others. We can help others, right? And one of the things I love doing is making these YouTube videos. I sat on it for years. I wanted to do this for years. In some ways, I'm glad I waited because now I have more to talk about. But guys, start a YouTube channel. If you're good at something, start a YouTube channel. Teach people how to do it. If you're good at encouraging people, do that, right? Start a product. Build your business. Go to school. Go for that job, right? Move to that state. Do what you want to do, right? And you're going to fail. You're going to, I hate to say this, but you're going to find yourself along the way. Because from all those failures, from all the things you messed up on, you're going to learn something from it, guys. So don't be afraid to date. Don't be afraid to go for women, right? I understand there's a lot of crazy stuff these days. You got to be a little bit more careful than you maybe had to be in the past. But truthfully, guys, you're not supposed to be chasing women. You're supposed to be chasing your purpose, your God-given purpose. And you're supposed to be chasing the things that make you better as a man. And then ultimately, guys, I'm telling you, it's almost like magic. Once you get into the groove, once you really, invest time and effort into your looks, getting into the gym, getting fit, building confidence, doing a skill, going for what you want to go for in life, going for the hobbies you want to go for in life. If you like to shoot pool, go shoot pool. If you like to go hiking, right? If you want to drive to this new city, drive to that new city, man. Try it out. Who's stopping you? It's going to be great for you to have some stories one day. You can't do that if you're just always thinking about it, always worried, right? So just go for it, man. And I promise you're going to find the right women along the way. And it might not work out, right? You might get your heart broken again. You might not have a good relationship, but I promise you're going to end up with people that you're going to be more excited to be with. You're going to learn more from. You're going to have more fulfilling relationships in the end. You're not going to be stuck in this downward spiral of, oh my gosh, every girl I get with is crazy. Guys, again, that says a lot about us as men. So before you swear off women, realize you have a decision. You're in control. Now go and do something with your life. Be the man that you want to be, and you will find the woman that's going to want you for the man that you are. So guys, if you have anything, any disagreements, anything you want to add, let me know in the comments below. I'm here for you guys. Again, email is in the channel description, and I'll see y'all at the next one.